Hello everyone, welcome back to Dreambound. We just saw like I think it was a whole chapter, basically just about like what happened in the past with, I forgot their names. Oh, that's crazy, I forgot their names. What are their names? Noah and August, not really Cain. I think Cain has more chill parents, but basically Noah's terrible, terrible mother who's awful and terrible. um, is really controlling and terrible. I really don't know how to describe it other than just like she's plain terrible and I don't enjoy her. Yeah. Okay. So ready, ready, ready. Awake, asleep, awake, asleep. Oh, hello. Ta-da! Chapter 2! Oh, there we go. An ever-turning, ever-tumbling rock rolling down a hill that never ends. For one that had just given up on reality, it was two sides of the same coin. Whether he was awake, whether he was asleep, what did it matter in the end? Why did it matter when both realities were filled with nightmares? Why did it matter when, no matter what he did, nothing could heal the hollow feeling where his heart used to be? Noah's eyes began to focus. How long had he been sitting in front of the easel, awake? He didn't know. Once again, his painting stared back at him, complete. Rolling green hills that melted away into nothing. A world so meaningless, so fragile, an entire existence that depended on one person. Yet Noah himself felt enamored. His fingers trailed over the long, dried paint. He could still feel the wind on his skin, the earth beneath his feet, the bite of metal pressed into his wrist as he approached the castle straight out of a fantasy. And the expression on that man that called himself Crow's face. August. Should you really be trailing your fingers over that? Ugh. Noah jumped from his stool, instantly spinning around to hide the painting behind him, as if it was something shameful. I forgot about that guy. I can do whatever I want with my own stuff. Hurry up and get out of here before you call the police. The white-haired man stood with his arms crossed, and with a look that Noah would call almost nothingness on his face. Yeah, indifference kind of. Jerk. He's just mocking me. What are you painting? None of your business. What's the problem? Just show me. I feel like it's in Noah's character to not show him. The problem is, I don't want to show you. Ivan kept his perfectly straight, uninterested expression glued to his face as he stared at Noah down. Ugh, jerk, he's probably already saw it earlier while I was sleeping anyways. Whatever, enjoy. Defeated, Noah's shoulders slumped as he stepped aside. So what illusion of choice? Okay. Ivan in return stepped forward to take his place, leaning in close to examine the careful brushstrokes. It's a painting of a dream I had, that's all. Nosy. Ivan left behind the finished painting and instead focused on the mounds of unfinished and broken canvases that littered the room that was once a living room. Oh, this was the living room. Okay, work. And why so many half-complete and broken? What does it matter? Just curious. Just leave already. If you're looking for money, I don't have any. Go find someone else to harass. Oh, right. That side of the screen makes go back. I figured that out last episode. I'm not looking for money. And I'm not interested in talking to strangers. Ivan smiled lopsidedly. Looking at the way you live, I doubt you have much interest in talking to anyone. Thanks for the commentary on my life that I didn't ask for, jerk. What do you want from me? Didn't I tell you last night I've taken an interest in you? I bet he's supposed to sound indifferent, but I didn't do that. So I made him sound like a jerk because he looks like he's standing like a jerk, and that's what I want him to be. There's something I wanted to confirm. Spit it out already. Then leave. I'm tired. I just wanted to see how someone that could jump into dreams handled reality. Noah's eyes went wide. Ivan looked towards his easel once again, smiling at the painting that laid completed. That's my cat's food bowl. Yo. Being outed by the cat food bowl. I have no clue what you're talking about. Guess this recording is fake then. He pulled his phone from his pockets. Ivan turned to the screen to face Noah. On it, a recording of Noah and Kane walking side by side before suddenly disappearing. All the color drained from Noah's face. You waited for me to leave, right? You wanted me to leave, right? Sure. See ya. Wait! Changed your mind? Noah's eyes instantly went back to the markings that ran up Ivan's body. How did you know about that? At that exact moment, the door to Noah's apartment opened with a crack that seemed to drag on far too long. Someone rushed inside before suddenly freezing in place. A deep frown was engraved into his brow at the sight of Ivan. Who is this? Ivan looked at him completely deadpan before turning his head towards Noah. Do you just let anyone in? That's unsafe. Hey, I asked you a question. Ivan lazily looked back towards Kane, disinterested. I'm Ivan. He didn't bother asking Kane's name in return. Okay, Ivan, what are you doing in Noah's apartment? Noah, do you know this guy? This guy knows about entering dreams, and those markings. Just who is he? His markings suddenly got pulled into dreams. People turning up dead. I can't leave him yet. Oh, let him leave you. Relax, Kane. We're friends. Old friends. He's no friend I've ever met. It's been a long time. I've met Ivan before I met you. Right, fine, whatever, but I need to talk to you. Kane side-eyed Ivan, who simply stood with his arms crossed over his chest, not moving. Be my guest. Alone. Kane caught Noah's arm and pulled him into the kitchen. A frown set into his brow. You mind? Bruv, I'm trying to record. Thanks. I know you're going to hear her loud chewing, sorry. She's got to eat, you know what I mean? Crunch, 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 crunch. Please tell me I didn't dream up everything that happened. Wait, I mean, it was a dream, but was it real too? It was. This is insane. What's more insane is what we were forced in. I've never seen that happen before. Forced in? Something pulled us into that dream for some reason. You've been watching the news, and the people turning up dead, I think that's what's happening with the dreams that might be connected to that. Why? How? At this point, I suppose I should just be honest with him. That wasn't the first dream I was pulled into. Before I saw my father get shot, and the next day he was dead. You what? Kane stumbled backwards a few steps into the kitchen bench. Maybe it was just a coincidence. Do you really think that could be a coincidence? But if it's not, then you're saying, what, someone killed him in his dreams? Maybe. It's possible. And what could you even do about that? Well, if something's going on, I don't want you to be in danger. Please just forget about it. But for the first time in years, I can paint again. If I go back, will I be able to do another? Will I be able to finally put my brush to the canvas again? Noah, your silence is beginning to frighten me. Noah's voice was barely a whisper, nothing more than a wisp. I finished 2 paintings. What? Kane, I haven't been able to paint in years. Every time I tried, it's like my hand wouldn't move. But now, what does this have to do with the dreams and murders? It's because of them. Since I went back, I've been able to do it. Noah, there's a million safer options to inspire your creativity. It's not about inspiration. This is different. You wouldn't understand. I'd be able to stand a lot more if you explained it to me occasionally. Noah looked upward. Wait, what? Noah looked towards the paint splattered kitchen floor. Oh, so this is paint. Girl, your house is a mess. There's nothing left in this world to inspire me. I tried everything, and look at where that left me. I have nothing. I've been trying to help you, trying to inspire you. Thanks for trying, if you're gonna let me choose. Well, thanks for trying and all that. I just wish I could be good enough. Kane shook his head before looking Noah in the eyes. I'm happy for you, Noah. Happy that you're getting back into painting. All I want is for you to be happy. Kane dragged his fingers over the kitchen counter before inspecting the layer of dust with a sigh. Let me help you get this place cleaned up. There's no need. I'm fine with it like this. It'll just get messy again anyways. Fine. There's something else I want to talk to you about anyway. Noah, about August. Noah's entire body froze up, or Crow, or whatever his name was. What was that? I don't know. Noah. Even I want to believe that was him, but August is dead. It couldn't have been. You don't know that. Kane jumped in surprise at Noah's furious tone. You don't know that. It could be him. Step, step, step. The sound of footsteps against dirty floorboards. Someone entered the kitchen. Hey. Ivan walked past the two, paying them no mind, and headed for the fridge. He opened it and blinked twice, and then closed it again. Where's all the food? Can you not read the room a little? Why? What's there to read? We're having a private discussion here. Leave. I'm a guest here. It's not your house, so I don't have to do what you say. It's not your house either. Have some respect. That's where you're wrong. We were just discussing about me moving in. Seems our friend Noah here has been looking for a roommate. That was the final straw. Kane took long strides towards Ivan and caught him by the collar, glaring down at his face. Kane! Who the hell do you think you are? Equally, something snapped within Ivan, who shoved him back with an annoyed expression on his face. Huh? You think you can lecture me? It's none of your business who I am. You think you're so much better than me? You burst in just as Noah and I were having a private conversation too. Read the room a little next time, will you? Look, I'm tired. I don't care if you two are going to fight, but do it somewhere else. This guy obviously won't listen to me, Noah. Tell him to leave already. You can't seriously be thinking about living here together with him. No, I wasn't, but if that's what it takes. I think it would be better off if you left, Kane. You need to cool your head. Okay. We can talk later. Noah. Ivan stepped away from Kane, his hands up in the air in defeat. You should listen to him. Fine, if that's what you want. Stay safe, Noah, and don't do anything stupid. I'll come back tomorrow. No promises. Fine, see you later. I'm gonna get you. The door shut behind him with a click. Silence stretched onwards and onwards until Noah finally spoke up. How do you know about the dream world? I'm hungry. I don't care. Now answer my question. Too hungry to answer. Now go out and buy something to eat. I can't. Why? I don't have any money. So you were after my money after all. No disrespect, but you don't look like the type to have any money yourself. It's not my job to feed you, and it's not my job to answer your questions. Ugh. Noah turned and stormed out of the front door, with Ivan following along behind him. The light from outside burned Noah's tired eyes. He tried desperately to shield himself from the brightness, but in the end gave up, his hand hanging uselessly at his side. Behind him, no one could hear approaching footsteps, light and quick, before a man with white hair appeared beside him. His face was still blank and uninterested, as if nothing would ever be able to faze him. Noah only looked away for a moment, a disgruntled sigh escaping his lips. And the moment he looked back, Ivan bit into a ripe red apple. Where did you get that? Ivan waved back over his shoulder absent-mindedly, as if the question didn't interest him. Back there somewhere. You paid for that, right? Why does it matter? You can't just do that. Why not? Because you have to pay for it. You can't just take whatever you want. You still haven't given me a reason why. Ugh. With a groan, Noah reached into his pocket and pulled out his wallet. Inside a few coins and a credit card that was quickly running out of money. With a deep apology, Noah paid the roadside staller before catching up with Ivan, who had already finished the apple and thrown the core down an alleyway. Why do you even care? No one saw me, and no one would have noticed it was missing. I care because it's the wrong thing to do. Your morals sure are confusing. What's that supposed to mean? Ivan shrugged. You're the one happy for people to die as long as you can paint again, right? So you were eavesdropping. You talk loudly. Noah frowned in response, but Ivan spoke again before he could. Let's go in here. Why there? Ivan nodded towards an old diner, the kind of place that tried desperately to be cool, but everything they did came off as outdated. The tables were mostly empty. Ivan just shrugged and entered first, leaving Noah by himself on the sidewalk. What's going on? The few people that sat in the restaurant turned to look at the two as they came in. At first, Noah felt overly self-conscious, their gazes sticking to his skin like tar. But then he noticed they had no interest in him at all. Their eyes were all focused to Ivan alone, probably because of how he was dressed. And yet Ivan didn't pay them any mind. Without even blinking, he strode past to take a booth in the corner, far from both the door and any other people. He doesn't even care about all these people staring at him. If anyone could be described as marching to their own beat, this is the guy. Uncomfortable, Noah took the seat across from Ivan. Something wrong? Everyone's staring this way. And? Doesn't that make you uncomfortable? Let me tell you a secret. No one gives a shit about you, or me, or anyone. In a minute, they'll all go back to what they were doing before and forget I was ever here. I'll fade away like a memory from a distant past. True. Why would I care about someone's fleeting thoughts? Let's just eat. Why would I care about someone's fleeting thoughts? If only it could be so easy for me to disregard. Noah opened up the menu, unsurprised to see a page full of word art, stock images, and jokes. Years outdated. No wonder it's so empty. What's that? What's what? In your hand. The menu? Ivan opened it and frowned at the words on the page. Is there a problem? No, just get me whatever you're having. Fine. Can I take your orders? Yeah. Noah cleared his throat awkwardly. When was the last time he'd ordered food at a restaurant? I don't know. You don't leave your house. Can we just get a couple of, burgers? No problem. Anything to drink? Noah's mind wandered back to his empty wallet. Just water, please. Coming right up. Her bubbliness was at odds with the musty, aged environment. You don't look like a stutterer. Not used to talking to other people. That's hilarious coming from someone with no social awareness. Do you ever actually leave your house? That's none of your business. Well, honestly, girl, even when he did leave the house all the time and, went to school, he was still that awkward. He still was really awkward in social situations, so no, I understand. You're a shut-in. We're not so different. It's not like that. I decided I didn't want to leave. It's a decision I made. That's what a shut-in says. Look, I really don't care what you think of me. I just want you to tell me how you knew about it. Noah lowered his voice, eyes shifting to the other customers. About the dream thing. It's simple. I can do the same thing. You can enter dreams too? Ivan nodded, sipping on the water the waitress had left behind. Aren't you gonna give me some kind of explanation? There's not anything to explain. You asked how I knew, and I told you. There's a lot to explain. I don't know about you, but I've never met another person like me. How did you get it? When? How often do you do it? What does it mean? Ivan shrugged again, more occupied with the water than Noah's questions. I'd rather talk about it somewhere else. And where would that be? I already brought you here. Before either of them could continue the argument, the bright and friendly waitress brought back their food, setting the 2 plates on the dingy table. The grease from the burgers pooled on the plate, making the unappetizing meal look all the more disgusting. But that didn't seem to bother Ivan, who dug right in. Begrudgingly, Noah followed suit. Yeah, you paid for that, you might as well eat it. At the same time, he struggled to rip his eyes away from the strange man. Dreams, deaths, those markings. I shouldn't bring up deaths yet. If it's true that people are getting murdered in their dreams, and this guy can just jump into dreams. Not until I can trust him. So, where did you end up? What do you mean? Whose dreams? Someone you know? My teachers from high school. Huh, interesting. Actually, can I use your phone? Sure. Do I want to know how you got it? Probably not. Here. Noah picked up the phone. It was a nondescript black phone with no lock. He opened up the web browser, his fingers moving over the screen. Let's see. Emery Floyd. Links to a website from all over popped up in Noah's search. Finally, he found something, a phone number. Right under a picture of Mr. Floyd, smiling brightly, next to a man he's never seen before. What am I doing? This won't mean anything. This was all a dream. His apology meant nothing. Why did you do it to me? Instantly, the phone buzzed, making Noah jump. Ivan ate his burger, playing him no mind. Who is this? Noah. The phone lit up again, but this time with a phone call. Noah stared at the screen, debating what he should do before it timed out. Can we meet up and talk? I can come to you, wherever you are. I don't want to meet up. This was a mistake. Forget it. Please. Without a second thought, he slid the phone over the table back to Ivan, who had just finished eating. Can you please answer my questions now? Sure. With a lopsided smile, Ivan reached over the table and took Noah by the hand before he could question anything. Everything went black and the world fell into pieces. Oh god. Oh no. I can smell a puzzle. My puzzle senses are going off. It smells like smells like brain power. It smells like puzzles. No matter how many times it happened, he'd never get used to it. He didn't want to. But somewhere deep in his mind, a crazy part of him has started to crave it. That's uncomfortable. Why? Maybe don't crave it. Noah opened his eyes again, and when he fell into something soft. Mere moments later, the wind was knocked out of his lungs as Ivan landed safely on top of him. Bruh. What the hell are you doing? We hadn't even paid yet. Once again, your morals confuse me. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't matter. No one saw. Why is there more music? There are so many songs in this in this game, and it's crazy because I just have to keep, because it's so much like singing, which is usually fine. I just have to turn it low so that YouTube's not like, you stink. We'll be on camera. You think I'm that naive? Why do you think I picked that restaurant and that dingy corner table? There were no cameras facing back there. Ivan, quickly leaving Noah behind, took a few bouncy steps forward, looking somewhat impressed. Bouncy? At that moment, Noah realized why it was landing so soft. Below him, soft white clouds have cushioned his fall. Where are we? Whose dream is this? I'm no meteorologist, but I'd have to say we're on a cloud in the sky. Yeah, no shit. How would I know whose dream it is? Someone's having a midday nap, I guess. It's dangerous to jump in a dream without realizing where you'll end up. And I do it all the time, and I'm fine. Fine might be a stretch. Since when did you care about your own personal well-being so much anyways? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular. Look, whatever, just answer my questions. I don't have any answers for you. What? I imagine I'm the same as you. Got the ability as a child, no clue why. I don't bother questioning it. You said you'd answer my questions. Well, I did. I don't know. That's my answer. Then why bother bringing me here? Being out there makes me tired. Oh, also, I didn't want to pay for lunch. This guy. You're the only person I've ever met that's like me. That's enough to make me and other people interested. I'm getting out of here. Running away again? I'm not running away from anything. You brought me here for absolutely no reason, with a promise of answers you don't even have. I was an idiot to believe someone like you would know anything. Ivan's eyebrow twitched, something Noah wouldn't usually notice about someone, but even a slight change to Ivan's impassive face was hard to miss. Someone like me? Yeah, someone like you. Have you ever looked in the mirror? You and I are the same. I'm not. You're not what? You know nothing, just like me. You have no one, just like me. You are no one, just like me. Noah wanted to tell him just how wrong he was, but words failed him. Because it's true, I have nothing. Ivan smirked. Why are you a shut-in? There's nothing left in my life to live for. And yet here you are, alive. Something's keeping you going. If there's nothing left for you out there, then what about in here? In dreams? No, Well, how about it? Fancy abandoning reality with me? Abandoning? No. I don't know what you're talking about. Abandon reality. What's the alternative? If that's your response, then you're not ready for the answer. Right. Forget all that. Can I ask you something? And an actual answer this time. Noah took Ivan's lack of a response as a yes. Have you ever been pulled into a dream against your will? Pulled into a dream. He raised his eyebrows slightly, as if the notion interested him. No, I don't think that's possible. It happened to me twice in the past few days. Interesting. Without even a word, Ivan turned in his place and started walking, quickly finding his footing on the white clouds. Noah, taking significantly longer to find his footing, raced after him. Where are you going? Hey, I thought we were going to talk. To look around. Why? What else would I do? Sit around twiddling my thumbs? Help yourself. Oh, kill him. With a nonchalant shrug, Ivan turned away from Noah and bounded over the clouds in the distance. A tall golden gate loomed over the horizon, and in front of it, a long queue of people. Noah couldn't help but notice the uncharacteristic smile on Ivan's face. It was the first time he had looked like he was truly having fun. Side by side, Ivan led Noah through the crowd, pushing through the front despite the glares and angry exclamations of those who had already queued. Where exactly are we? At the front of the line, the man stood on the other side of the golden gates, a bored expression on his face, and then it clicked. This is meant to be heaven? I guess we're dead then. Except I doubt either of us will be going to heaven, so we're probably still alive after all. But if it was, would I see him? I wouldn't mind then. Hey, man, behind the gate. Hey. Oh, I see. Hey, man behind the gate. Open it. Papers. His voice was dry and uninterested. I don't have any. Open the gate. No papers, no entry. Just open the gate. The guard tapped on a small golden sign that read papers required for entry. That's bull. Who needs papers to get into heaven? Wait, why do you want to go in? We need to leave. What? Why would I want to leave? We can't just stay here forever. Why not? Are you insane? Seriously, we have to go. Let's find whoever's dream this is and leave. Look, I don't really care what you do. I'm going in. You stay out here. Whatever. I'll see you back at our place later. My place. Sure, whatever. With a click of his fingers, what resembled a skateboard without wheels appeared just out of thin air and into Ivan's hand. Noah blinked a few times, staring at the object that hadn't existed just moments ago. See ya. With no effort whatsoever, Ivan stepped onto the board, which slowly floated up and into the air. That was crazy. How are you doing that? Hi, Bean. With a yell and a smirk, Ivan called back over his shoulder before disappearing into the gate. I'm a Grim Reaper. Suddenly alone, those words rested on Noah's mind. A what? I've never been able to affect a dream like that. It's like he has as much power of it as the person who owns it. Alone, Noah turned... Wait, he's a Grim Reaper? Isn't that so hee hee ha ha funny, since the other game they have is A Date with Death, which is dating the Grim Reaper. It's kind of funny. It's kind of silly funny if you think about it. If you really think about it, it's kind of silly ha ha hee hee. And I think this came out before that. Alone, Noah's eyes turned towards the queue, faces upon faces that looked almost familiar, but not. That was until his eyes landed on someone who was familiar, though. Noah winced, his hands at his sides balling into fists. My brother? He looked exactly the same as the last time Noah had seen him. Black and white hair and dark red eyes that seemed to search for any kind of weakness. Your brother kind of sounds like a jerk. Anyone but him. There has to be someone else. Some other way to leave. But Noah's eyes scanned the area, desperately searching for something he knew didn't exist, when he suddenly froze. His breath caught in his throat. His fist relaxed and then balled again, nails digging into his palm. Blonde hair and green eyes, a calm demeanor and a gentle smile, as he sat perched atop the golden gate. He waved, and suddenly nothing else mattered. Maybe I am dead after all. August. A word so simple to say in theory, but the sound caught in Noah's throat. Crow? The man named Crow dropped down. Wait, what's happening? Like, for real. Like, tee hee ha ha? Like, what is happening? Like, for real. my whole nog hurts from thinking about it. Because it can't be... like, it can't be... what is it? It can't actually be August. As if he were an angel himself. Noah. I didn't expect to see you here. This must be fate. Is that a barcode? Meaning the last time we met was purposeful? Crow gave no answer to his question, but instead electing to smile once more. Did you come here by yourself? I came with someone else. Someone else? He blinked a few times, obviously not expecting that answer. He left a little while ago, over the gate. I see. In an absent-minded fashion, Crow slowly inched closer to the edge of the clouds, staring out at the wide ocean of... the wide blue ocean of sky. Help. A sight like this makes me want to float away into the clouds and for the rest of eternity. A silence followed his statements. Noah's mind was racing. He stared at Crow's profile, unsure of what to say. Do you feel the same? He scratched the back of his neck, thinking, I think I'd get a little bored of floating through the clouds for the rest of my life. The warm smile returned. Time to contemplate one's self is important, too. Even if it's not for eternity, you should try it. Contemplate oneself? He doesn't talk like August. Don't you think instead of floating away in it, taking a picture would be better? Noah phrased this question simply, but for him, this question meant a lot. All of a sudden, a light, airy laugh escaped his lips. What a peculiar question. Right. Noah's shoulders sank. But now that you mention it, a photo would be nice. Then it would last forever. Who are you? I'm Crow. What's your real name? Crow. Please, August. Noah's head shook, letting out an exhale at the same time. Fine, if you don't want to tell me, then you can keep your secret, but what are you doing here? I'm cloud watching. Cloud watching? He's not real. He's just a part of the dream, isn't he? A figment of my imagination, here to torment me. I need to go. I need to find a way to leave. In an instant, Crow reached out and took hold of Noah's arm. Wait a moment, please. What for? He always seemed to be rushing from place to place, yet stuck at the same time. Take this time to relax, a moment of respite. I can't relax here. Why not? Why not? That's because it's not real. Everything here is fake. How can I relax in a place like this? A sad smile played on Crow's lips. Perhaps to you everything here is fake, and perhaps you're right. But how does the wind feel blowing through your hair? How do the clouds feel beneath your feet? Have you ever experienced anything like this before? No. Then personally, I believe this place is real enough. Well, I don't trust you, weird lookalike man. With little regard for any notion of falling, Crow sat upon the edge of the cloud and dangled his feet off the side. A smile like a sunrise still upon his face. Guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm voting for Team Kane. Through to the end. So I'm gonna keep, any time they're like, do you want to stay in the dream world? Do you want to go to reality? Reality. I'm picking Kane. Thank you. This guy's weird. And also, I said it for, what was it? There was something that like, oh, dude, it was Given. Me and my roommate were watching Given, and we were like, wow, you know how kind of unhealthy it is to imagine your dead boyfriend over your new boyfriend? You know how unhealthy that is? This is also unhealthy, okay? I don't care if he's a carbon copy of that kid, which also, by the way, he knew him for what, a week? He knew him for like a week. And I get things are way crazier when you're like a teeny whopper, but he's like an adult now. He's like a full-ass adult. For that kid, he only met a week. It's like, oh god, it's like, what was it? Free does that too, where like they have the kids meet for like They're not on that team together long. It's probably a few months at tops. And then it's just like Rin and Haru are obsessed with each other, even though they only played games. They only played on the same team for like a few months, probably less than that. I really don't remember the lore, but like it wasn't that long. And then they kept bringing up the same 4 scenes. I think I'm giving it grace. It was probably 2. Same 2 scenes from Free, being like, remember that time? And I'm like, yes, that thing you showed me 2 minutes ago. I do remember that. So I'm not picking this because of all of those, because it's stupid. Whatever. Only a moment later, he looked back at Noah, patting the spot behind him. Ugh. I don't know. I'm gonna hesitate. This guy's weird. Noah hesitated for a moment. I should leave. I want to leave, but reluctantly, Noah sat down beside the man. Why do I keep getting the illusion of choice. Sick of this. Oh, that's really pretty, though. That's really pretty art. That looks gorgeous. He peered over the edge, taking in the view. The world stretched onwards and outwards, much farther than the eye could see. White, fluffy clouds lazily rolled by, looking just as soft as the one he sat upon. Whether you find this world to be real or not, there's so much to see, so much to experience, if you'll just open your eyes. By the way, you've been looking tired lately. Have you not been sleeping well? Something about this man forced Noah to be honest. It's that he looks like August. I'm not stupid. I know what it is. No, I haven't slept well in a long time. Why not rest now? Crow lightly patted his lap. Like, this doesn't bring up, like, the cavalry of red flags to you. Because it does for me. This is suspicious beyond suspicious. Absolutely not, I'm not doing that. Well, Noah just stared at him in disbelief. I'm not gonna sleep in someone else's dream. Yet in his mind, he saw August's hand run through his hair. He heard his gentle voice humming as he closed his eyes. It's your choice. I wouldn't let anything happen to you. Are you a part of this dream? Perhaps I am, and perhaps I'm not. Does it matter? It does. For all I know, I could be talking to a figment of someone's imagination. A curious look came upon the blonde's face. What makes a person real? I don't know. Then I'll leave it to you, once again, to decide what you think is real. That's not a real answer. Crow laughed again. I exist right now, in this very second, and that's enough. A comfortable silence came to rest between them. Can I even say I truly exist? Noah's... Why am I getting more choices? Oh my god. No, I don't want more choices. It's all a lie anyways. No, the illusion of choice. It's disgusting. No. None of them are, not a single one is about Cain anyways. Noah, facing out towards the wide blue expanse, carefully watched Crow out of the corner of his eye. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Before I got here. What was I doing? Waiting, I suppose. Waiting? What for? Nothing in particular. I've spent a lot of time waiting, thinking, contemplating. I can't even say how long I've been here for. What if it is him? That'd be crazy. Oh, I can ask all the questions. Okay. Crow isn't a real name. It's not? He seemed honestly, genuinely surprised. Well, I don't think it is. I can change names for you, if you'd like. He really is sticking to his story. Don't worry about it. Noah facing... Okay, yeah. You didn't see Ivan. So, you didn't see Ivan? Ivan? He's the one I came here with. Kind of short, dyed hair. No, I can't say I did. He just left you here? We're not exactly friends. He wanted to hang around. I wanted to leave. Then I'll stay with you for a while. Crow's hair gently swayed in the breeze. He seemed right at home here, amongst the clouds. It is fitting for the personality vibe they're going for him. Can I ask you something else? Always. Have you heard of some kind of dark figure coming through these dreams? Perhaps you mean the Reaper. The Reaper? A Grim Reaper? Yeah, that's what that nerd said earlier. What is that? You don't know what the Grim Reaper is? Dang, your mom didn't teach you nothing, huh? She sucks. Just a nickname I've heard whispered here and there. I don't know much, but I heard Where he travels, nightmares follow. People have been turning up dead. Oh, people have been turning up dead in the real world. I think I witnessed one of those murders here in a dream. Is that possible? Anything is possible. Oh, whatever. Everything's a non-answer with you. I assume he doesn't actually know anything. He could be just a figment of your imagination, so he knows probably as much as you do. They talk about it on the news. They say the bodies are covered in these fine marks. A side effect that dreams have on the human body sometimes. Ivan, can I ask you a question too? Go ahead. Why did you stop coming into dreams? What are you talking about? You used to spend so much time here, and now... Hasn't it been years? How did you know that? Crow shrugged, another cryptic laugh escaping his lips. You want to know my honest answer? No matter where I go, I'm surrounded by darkness. I thought that I could escape it here, and I was wrong. It's simple as that. There's no point in me being here. It doesn't change anything. And I was wrong. It's simple as... Oh, dang. Hold on. I need to stop clicking over on that side of the screen, because it doesn't do that. Darkness, lies, hate, it all breeds here. I think I understand. This world is a lonely one, and full to the brim of ugly truths, but if I may express my own thoughts on the matter, I wonder how different your real world is, though. What? I'm standing by... You can tell me whatever you want. I'm standing by Kane. I don't care what you want, little boy. I'm gonna get you. Don't talk to me. Or I'm not gonna call my son because I don't like Noah that much, but before Noah had any chance to voice his thoughts, Crow jumped to his feet with a bright smile. With ease, he held out a hand to Noah, waiting for him to take it. Have you ever danced amidst the clouds, Noah? Of course not. Noah stared at the Crow's edged it. No! No! We're standing by our king. Kane forever. I'm not in the mood for dancing. That's okay, too. Yeah. We stand by Kane in this household. We stand by Kane. We stand by Kane. This is my choice. Even if you don't like him, which is totally valid, you're absolutely allowed to not like Kane. You are allowed to go, I don't have feelings for him, and I can't be mad at you for that. I can be mad at you for treating him like shit. I can be mad at you for not telling him no. I can be mad at you for falling for this nerd. Ew, cringe. From the guy you knew once in middle school. Crazy for that. Actually, it's high school. Okay. The two looked towards the long queue of people. It hadn't gotten any shorter. In fact, it didn't seem to have moved at all. Would you like to leave now? Noah wasn't sure himself. What did he want? We want to leave, Noah. That's what we want. Noah, you know what we want? To leave. I should. Of course you do. You have a life to go back to. Slightly peppier, Crow spoke up again. Are you... suspicious. Do you know whose dream this is? My brother's. Crow nodded silently. And the two of you aren't on friendly terms. How did you know that? Just a hunch. Would you like to speak with him? No, I should deal with it myself. Then, at the very least, I'll come with you. Something tells me that leaving won't be simple. Oh, I got it. I'm not reading the right people at all. Guess I'll just sit on the floor and cry. Guess I'll just sit on the ground and start sobbing. Wait, before we go to speak to him, as if he'd suddenly remembered something, Crow reached into his pockets and revealed a handful of little white pouches. What are these? Dream blockers. Dream blockers? Well, to be honest, I just named them now. You're worried someone's gonna go around killing people, right? That's fair. Oh, sorry, my mic is like teetering on my desk pad. And I'm getting like this crazy headache, which probably means I need water or something. I'm probably like dying from lack of water. I'm like, so over. Okay. Worried might be an overstatement, but if you give this to a dreamer, no one will be able to enter their dream again, ever. This should stop anything from happening. I don't know if I'll even be back in any dreams after this. You should keep them. Please, I insist. Perhaps you don't know me, but I feel as though I know you very well, and I think this will come in handy. No matter what you decide to do. With nothing to argue, Noah took the charms, putting them into his pocket. Let's go talk to him. Ooh, there's a puzzle on the rise. In only a few moments, Noah and Crow had found their way back to the line. People here and there called out, angry at the amount of time it was taking. The person at the front was busy arguing with the gate guard. Each step towards his brother was difficult, as if his feet were made of lead. But eventually, he couldn't drag them out any longer. Asher. Oh, he's cutie! Mr. Cutie! Okay, work! Does that say style on his shirt? The man turned towards the voice that called his name, but his face was blank when he saw Noah. Do I know you? It's Noah. I don't know anyone called Noah. Perhaps in this dream he's not your brother. It's not any different of what he thinks to me in real life either, then. You're August, right? What? Wait. How does he know August and not Noah? Oh. Didn't you die or something? You're also terrible. I don't like you either, if I'm honest. Oh, you look like an ass. Oh, great. Oh, God. Why are the fine ones always awful? You disgust me. Noah's eyes narrowed at the man in front of him. Yeah, I do too. My name's Crow. Huh, you look a lot... You just look a lot... Oh, I hate these people. I hate his family. I hate them so much. Like, don't get me wrong. I am all for... Like, they're just... Oh, God, they're so terrible. Every single one of them. They're all terrible. I'm surprised that, Noah turned out as good as he did. Because every single one of his other family members are awful. They're all of them. You just look like an old neighbor that no one liked. Well, that's not true. I hate you. I don't like you either. Shut up. You have no right to talk about him like that. Asher's eyes suddenly lit up in recognition. If it isn't the spoiled brat. Oh, so you finally recognize me? Took you long enough. That's no way to talk to your older brother. How about showing a little respect? How about getting fucked? Ugh, forget it. The two of us would like to leave, and also to give you something. Noah's fingers played with a white charm. I started laughing because I thought he was going to be like, and we have something for you too, and then he flips him off. It would have been really funny. And then it was the charm, and I was so disappointed. I was like, oh, if only. On the one hand, he knew it was the right thing to do. But on the other hand, eventually, his mind outweighed his heart, and he extended a hand with the charm in it. Oh, darn, I don't think he needs one. I think he's got it from here. He's a big, strong, tough boy. He can handle himself. Asher looked at it before shaking his head. I don't want shit from you. I just want to get through the gate. Just take it. Are you deaf? I said I don't want it. Then we'll just leave, if that's okay with you. No one's leaving. Can't you see that everyone's stuck here? Idiot. Maybe you need to get your eyes tested, eh? Crow remained calm as Noah's temper instantly boiled over. Ugh, so this is how it's gonna be. Nothing's ever easy. Shall I help you work this out? Yeah, so... What did you want to go through there? Why did you want to go through there? Why... Wait, what did he say? Oh, so what? You want to go through there? Yeah, why would I be standing in this line otherwise? Let's get the line moving already then. Ugh, this is gonna be terrible. I don't want to help him. He sucks. Okay. Let's start this. Oh, okay. Oh, this is gonna be one of those, huh? Oh, it's over. Yeah, it's gonna be like a math puzzle and I'm gonna lose my bananas. Okay. I need something. Yes. You know what's a really bad thing to do with a headache? Puzzles. Puzzles are a really bad thing to do with a headache. But here I am doing it anyway. Okay, so the second from the line. A woman in a dress suit, glasses let out a huff as she gazed at the man on the other side of the gate. Why does she look like that? I suppose Asher didn't have that much attachment to her. It takes a considerable amount of mental power of the dreamer to create a completely lifelike people. So sometimes people end up like this. I suppose it's not all that different in the real world. How many people do you pass on the street to never think of or remember again? Can we talk to her? We should be able to. Excuse me, miss? Miss? Did you just call me miss? Professor Pearson. Professor Pearson, please. Have some respect. God, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Sure, my bad. Your bad what? Look, sorry. I think we just got off on the wrong foot, Professor Pearson. At least your limited mental facilities let you remember my name. You're a jerk. You told it to me 2 seconds ago. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we were gonna ask you the same thing. Me? Needing assistance from others? Well, you're stuck here just like everyone else. Without any fault of my own, unlike some. She glared at the person standing in front of her in the line. What if I tell you that with your assistance we can get this line moving? I would say that you consider me a fool. No, really, that's what we're doing. Suddenly the professor leaned forward, pushing her shadowy glasses further up her face. I feel like I recognize you. Are you one of my students? No, sorry, I don't think so. A light bulb went off in Noah's mind. Okay. Wait, unless you mean Asher? He's my brother. Asher. Yes, I remember him. A smart mind, yet with no dedication. To put it in simpler terms, he half-asses everything he does. But he's always been an overachiever. An overachiever? No, he failed my class. He what? Her voice seemed to falter for a moment before coming softer. It was a great shame because his app for learning was real. Then why? She shrugged. I could only hypnotize on the matter. Perhaps he was a gifted child who rode that wave for so long that it dissipated, or maybe he found himself too busy with others to make time for his studies. Either way, I couldn't have given a passing grade, even if I wanted to. I see. But that's all in the past. I tried to convince him to take the class again, but I believe he was too embarrassed to do so. Pride truly is a failure of mankind, but that's besides the point. Unless you can fix my entertainment issue, then I don't believe there's anything you can do for me. Your entertainment issue? It's none of your concern. Go on, run along now. With her arms crossed over her chest, she seemed almost to put her nose up in the air in distaste. Seeing that as a sign to take their leave, the pair put some distance between themselves and the professor. It seems we'll need to convince her to tell us what she needs help with. Any ideas? Well, she seemed to like my brother, kind of, maybe. To be honest, I'm not sure if she likes anyone, but it's worth a try. Talking to Asher about his studies, that for sure will go down well. Okay, so they start telling you who they are further, because this is Asher. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm actually gonna save it here and stop because my throat is killing me and my headache is killing me. Yeah, I've been like low-key recording since like 2 in the afternoon and it's 9. So my throat's kind of shot and yeah, so that's it. We will do this puzzle room next time. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.